Oh, now that we're at the resurrection, the F part of this what if, what things have really changed drastically? In this what if? Well, let's say you and I find out together, chap, as we get right into it. Hey guys, Axel Stanley here, and of course, welcome back to this What If. I am Axel Stanley, your host for the evening, and of course, am still trying to get noticed as of this video. But hey, whatever. We're it is not about me, it is about this what if that we got going on right here. And of course, simply said, as this what if states, this is basically what if Vegeta went to Earth, and of course, basically takes the place of Goku, and of course, turns a whole lot of things around. For better or for worse, who can say? Yeah. And as far as I can tell, this is probably the longest running, and I know I probably say this a lot more frequent at this point, but I can't stress it enough at this point, because it's been the staple since the beginning of, well, my YouTube channel. So to start, it is the biggest what if I have done in this channel whatsoever, and hey, considering I got this far, we're from all the way to the beginning of where Dragon Ball to where we are now, it kind of says some words in a way. I mean, hey, we got to see Vegeta go from this brutally empowered warrior to now basically someone who feels the need to protect, and of course is a very determined fighter, as I have thought of him as. But what ifs are what ifs, right? And to give you a context of where we were at last, well, last part was basically the Battle of the Gods, and despite having lesser Saiyans, we still got ourselves a Super Saiyan God Vegeta. And you know what that means, so we still have our Super Saiyan God Vegeta, who is going to be ready, willing, and fight anything. Well, anything that harms his family and friends, of course, in that regard. And of course, has given him a new tad of motivation. A motivation that basically is now saying that one of these days, I'm gonna be on the same level as Beerus. So as Vegeta now has found himself a new mountain to climb and climb and maybe one day overcome. But so, with all the recapping out of the way, let us begin on where we are currently. This part opens up with Whis eventually stopping by to pick up something oh so delicious, as well as give Vegeta an opportunity to up his Super Saiyan God prowess. To which Vegeta just cannot refuse. I mean, there's a way to go beyond the level which the Super Saiyan God is capable of. Why not? And of course, no questions asked, and is all in on it. Trunks and Bullet would see this on the sidelines and would take this opportunity to maybe get in on that Super Saiyan God power scale. But Trunks, being the more level-headed, sees it as an opportunity to not only get stronger, but also maybe one day become the next hero of Earth. so to speak. Yeah. But on the other hand, well, let's just say her priorities basically scream that if she can get over to where they're trained at, there is a more likely chance that she will get the chance to see Beerus. Yep, you know how it is with youngsters and crushes and all that sort of thing. And before you ask, yes, she is age of consent at this point. But just need to throw that out there, where just in case some people didn't take the hint from the last few parts. So what eventually with the full-blooded Saiyan Prince, I should probably say King Vegeta, as he is. You know what, titles don't even matter anymore at this point. Vegeta and his two kiddos head off to Beerus' place and, of course, train. And in a similar fashion to how it is done in the original, our fighters achieve, or at least those who didn't get the form, achieve it. And, of course, I believe what also goes Super Saiyan. Blue. Yeah. What? So yeah. It goes about as it does in the original, and it just happens. Yeah. Just like in the original, as I said. We still obviously would update their fighting gear, with Vegeta being what he gets originally, Trunks being similar to how his that's fighting gear usually looked, and Bola with her own fighting gear, where that basically screams, yep, this is definitely Saiyan armor. And of course, some time does pass after achieving Super Saiyan Blue, and of course, all warriors manage to catch a break. Trunks, Bola, Vegeta, Whis, and soon after, Beerus, who hears all the commotion going on, by the way, has a seat and, of course, enjoys a nice big, ginormous cup of noodles. Or ramen, whatever is in there. Yeah. And definitely, Bola would definitely have a seat next to Beerus and try to ride us nuzzle up to Beerus' side. To which Beerus does find this a little cute, but doesn't really say that. He just mostly tries to shrug it off, play it cool, that sort of thing. Because you gotta understand that Gods of Destruction don't usually, go for these kind of affairs. So this is all new territory for him. Vegeta will be kind of dumbstruck at that his own daughter is practically trying win the heart of the God of Destruction, while he's practically trying to get on the same level as Beerus. Trunks on the other hand just basically comments, "Wow, this is basically just like that one movie, where a beast is trying to understand love and apparently falls in love with this common villager." Yeah, Trunks laughs off a little. But all things go well for a time. That is until King Kai butts in and starts giving Vegeta the bad news. The bad news being that good old Frieza is back from the dead. And is basically giving him the details that Frieza is coming to Earth and is basically getting ready to get revenge. So yeah, they better hustle over to Earth pretty soon if they know what's good for well, Earth's health, I guess. So I've already informed Piccolo about this situation. He should be able to hold off Frieza's goes in no time. But I probably will try to speed it up if you can, please. Yeah, King Kai says. And with no time to lose, well, we would definitely start getting Vegeta, Bola, and Trunks, also accompanied by Beerus, to hightail it to Earth as fast as possible. Along the way, Bola starts to ask Vegeta some questions. Questions that basically concern years ago. Like, you see, in many parts ago, what in the Namek Saga, Vegeta was definitely trying his best to fight out Frieza, but it took the death of Bulma and his unborn child at the time, that'd be Bola in this case, to really send Vegeta reeling. And Vegeta does emphasize that, yep, this is the same Frieza that did it. This is the same Frieza that killed his wife, destroyed his planet, and even killed his unborn daughter right before she even had a chance to be born. Bola obviously would be pretty darn nervous. But Vegeta assures her that, at this rate, Frieza might not even be a challenge. So who knows? Maybe this will be a cakewalk, and all this will just be straight up petty. Who knows? Eventually, our warriors land on Earth. The Piccolo, who is already at the scene, has basically already dealt with like half the goons, so to speak. It's about time you two showed up. I was starting to think I would have to fight all his goons by myself. Oh what? And let you take all the glory? Yeah. Sure. Our warriors get the fight going, and they basically just overkill Frieza's army. Heck, even for where the additional damage, they basically blow up Frieza's spaceship, and showing that this time there is no one alive to bring back Frieza's troop. This time, for sure. That being said, though, when the dust settles, Frieza is definitely there, where his final form and all. I've been waiting for a long time for this, Vegeta. You ready for round 2? What? I don't need to. Fight you again, Frieza. I've already proven that I'm too strong for you. So, in this case, I'll be sitting this one out and let my kids show you show you some reasons why you shouldn't have come back. Fine. Trunks and Bola get into what their positions. Go Super Saiyan Blue, which catches Frieza off guard a little. But Frieza then reveals his new and new powerful form, Golden Frieza. And yeah, even with the 2-on-1 advantage, it's a pretty even fight. Trunks doing some additional hack and slashes with his sword. Bola using skills with the power pole, etc. And of course, Frieza doing everything he can with his dirty tactics. Just mostly trying to get a feel for these fighters. And hey, eventually, Frieza finally does a get dirty, and basically, manages to twist the fight around to basically get the Trunks to accidentally slash Bola's power pole, and of course, Frieza from out of nowhere basically does a energy slash of a sword and basically destroys Trunks' sword. And of course, starts throwing the two half Saiyan kiddos around. Frieza, thinking that he's won and has had enough of this, and in Frieza's mind, he's thinking that Vegeta's pride must have got the best of him at this point. Decides to bring up an energy destructive ball, as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it gets big enough to basically not only annihilate the two kiddos, but also Earth to a certain degree. Trunks and Bola try to come up with enough energy to counteract it, but it becomes a struggle, and the destructive ball of energy is coming down. That is until a surprise energy shot was shot from shockingly of all people, Beerus. You'll have to excuse me, Frieza, but I quite like this planet. It's so far got the best dishes I have had in a long time. Plus, I would prefer we're having my date alive instead of, dead. That Beerus says. Oh! What? So, the great god of destruction, Beerus, actually does have some heart after all. What? Beerus said now, kind of beating red from realizing what he said. Frieza, now purely angry. Is now really starting to charge at the half Saiyan siblings, and it is now basically turning his dirty tricks up to an 11. And eventually it does come across to a point in this fight where Frieza has got Trunks in a one-arm chokehold of a sort, has a death beam on standby, and is now telling Bola to back off if she wants his brother to live. But both the half Saiyan siblings are now feeling powerless and do not know what to do. I guess you two are not like your father at all. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. And before Frieza could do any sort of killing whatsoever, Vegeta receives a hard kick to the head, and it sends whirling about a good couple of yards away. Having Trunks released out from Frieza's chokehold. And of course, Frieza will be knocked around a few times until he is basically in the air, and Frieza starts to look up and see that he is now looking at a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with the same look that he had years ago. What And Frieza knows the look all too well. It's the same look that Vegeta had when Vegeta got so enraged that Saiyan rage from Vegeta practically killed him. If you think I was trying to prove a point by letting my kids fight you, what I wasn't. I wanted to give my kids a chance to fight you. What? But as it turns out, you still haven't changed. Vegeta. Now what powered up to the maximum. And Frieza, having to be forced to do the same, is now clashing with Vegeta. And for the most part, it is in Vegeta's favor. And eventually it does come to a crawl when Frieza is on his knees begging to be spared. Spouting out like he doesn't know what it's like to be dead. With Vegeta, then finally basically saying that here's some advice, Frieza. Stay dead. This is my planet you're on, and you basically pummeled my kids like it's nobody's business. It was one thing for Planet Vegeta to face a fate, but when it's my family, that gets hurt the most. You just stay dead. And with that, for Vegeta unleashes that big bang attack directly at Frieza, and basically sends him really up further into space, and then eventually the biggest kaboom in space could be seen, even from Earth's atmosphere. Vegeta powers down and checks on his kids, seeing if they're alright, to which they are, just a little shooken up, and eventually, moments to pass, but also Vegeta does applaud them for doing well, a little rough around the edges, but they definitely did a good job. Beerus would applaud this and basically be like, "Bravo! What you Saiyan troop?" But that is quite a power that still needs to go a long way. And to their knowledge, he's right. So eventually, soon after, Trunks eventually heads home to his wife Fidel, and those two, well, they basically start training. So hey, there's that. Bola goes to seek out Piccolo and asks him to train her up a bit, to which Piccolo does comply and is more than happy to. Vegeta, on the other hand, he's gonna be training off on his own for a bit, because no one knows Vegeta better than he does, and that is perfectly okay. Plus, with the techniques that he has learned thus far, I think it's safe to say that he can keep his own training going for the long run. Beerus, from a distance now, what? Oh boy, these Saiyans, I tell you, Whis, especially Vegeta there, his determination, I have got to admit, that is quite the determination I have never seen in a Saiyan for a while. Well, I guess in due time, we will definitely see what he has in store for us in the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will come a lot sooner than I thought. Beers gives off a small smile before we cut to black, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, is how we are going to end it. And oh my, that takes some turns. Well, not as much turns as some of the previous parts did, but I'd argue this is how with the whole resurrection arc would have gone down. So yeah, there's definitely that going. So yeah. In the long haul of things, things might actually be getting pretty good. And of course, one thing I probably should have and probably said about Beerus' last line was the fact that Vegeta could potentially be the strongest in the multiverse. And yeah. Yeah. Oh well, small error after another, I guess. So, live and learn, ladies and gentlemen. That is how we do things. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what did you guys think? Do you like the newfound determination that's gone even further with Vegeta? Do you well, like that, hey, Vegeta's kids are getting a similar treatment to Vegeta at this point, or do you just like the silly side plot that is basically, now, quintessentially, a better love story than Twilight? Yeah, dead meme aside. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. What you think of this, and of course, subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell for notifications to keep up with the content on this channel. Like the video, share the content with your friends, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, warriors, princesses, alike. And of course, the many travelers of YouTube, I hope you will stick around for the journey. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, I just noticed that my glasses reflect what's going on my TV screen. Whoops! Oh well. That being said, though, I will see you guys around next time in the next video. See you guys.